Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lavella, and we are continuing our adventure through Dinkum. It's been a while since I recorded, so okay, animal research. This is all traps, and now we have money to upgrade our house. Okay, let's see what we need to do today. Grind 3 stones, dig up dirt, hunt 5 animals. Okay, let's put that there and do that. Okay, that's finished. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, let's find some stone. Get that to grinding. Okay, so I talked about this in depth in one of my Minecraft episodes recently. However, I have not done so in this series, so I'll keep it pretty short. Um, Life has interrupted. Um, Life always comes first. First of all, as much as I love gaming, uh, life always comes first. Um, but my aunt uh, has been diagnosed with cancer, and it's in her brain, and they took out what they found, but it's the kind of cancer that is, first of all, it's too far gone for them to do anything about it, and it's the kind of cancer that is extremely aggressive. So, um, the diagnosis right now is that she basically just has a few months. The only thing they can do is um, the only thing they can really do is it, chemo won't even touch it. So radiation is really their only option, and depending on how well her body responds to it, determines how much time she has left. Uh, they initially guessed uh, like 17 months, and they've dropped that down to just like a few months. So she's not only my dad's sister, but she's his best friend. And uh, my dad's in his early 80s, and she's in her late 80s, and they both lost their loves of their lives. Their spouses had passed away, and um, so they've kind of, been there for each other. And so not only is it going to be awful when we lose her because she's pretty amazing, but it's also going to be awful because um, she's pretty much my dad's lifeline. He, she calls. They talk like several times a day, and they have breakfast together on Mondays, and he hangs out at her house and like helps with her yard work and stuff. And on Thursdays they go see my uncle, and he's not doing very well, and they take him lunch and they spend time with him. And um so yeah, anyway, it's a pretty rough situation, but I went to see her yesterday, and she was still in the hospital, and they sent her home later that day, which she was more than ready to go home. And she just told me straight up she's ready to go. She's she had a dream about it, and I said, because she told me she had a dream about saying goodbye to her daughters and one of her granddaughters, and telling them that she was ready. And I said, "Are you ready?" And she said, "Yeah." And when she said, "Yes, I am," she didn't hesitate, and there wasn't any sadness in her eyes or her voice or anything. She's just like, "Yeah, I'm ready." So I told her, I said, "Well, selfish as it may be, we'd kind of like to keep you around a little bit longer, But so anyway, that's where I've been. I've been uh, dealing with that, and not just for her, but for my dad. She's a huge part of his life, and so he's struggling, as you can imagine. So anyway, uh, things have progressed to the point that I think I should, you know, for a while, for about a week or two, it was my phone was going off a couple of times a day, and it was bad news, you know, and so it was really hard to focus on trying to record or, you know, even though I kind of needed the escape, I was struggling mentally for obvious reasons, and I didn't want to be in a recording, middle of a recording, and my dad calls and he needed me for some, so I tried to, stay available as much as I could. So anyway, uh, that's that. So no more sad talk today. Um, but she was looking good when I saw her yesterday. She was just as fussy and bossy and uh, humorous, and I mean, other than the fact that the whole back of her head was shaved because they had to go in and take out the tumor, and other than the fact that she was sitting in a hospital room, she acted like there was nothing wrong with her. So that's good. Her spirits are good. She doesn't. She knows she has cancer, and she knows that the last time they told her anything that they were looking at, basically a year and a half. She has no idea that that estimation has been drastically reduced, and they don't see any point in telling her unless it becomes absolutely necessary. They want to keep her spirits up, and you know. So anyway, I'm gonna go back Tuesday, which is just couple, 2 or 3 days from now, from the time of this recording, and she's home now. So I'm gonna go with my dad, and we're gonna go visit her at her home, and then he and I'll spend some time together, and then I'll come back home. And so anyway, that's where I've been. And if you believe in a higher power of any kind, on any level, uh, positive thoughts would be appreciated. Prayers, positive thoughts, positive energy, karma, whatever you could send, that would be great. So, and when I say could send, I don't mean anything financial. I'm not even set up for that. I'm talking about just, you know, good thoughts. Put something good out into the world and let it circulate, you know? So, anyway, let's get into some fun gaming. Uh, we got all of our daily milestones complete. We don't have any tasks other than the residents. We're going to finish cooking this meat real quick. We will probably try to catch a few crocs. I want to go see Theodore because I'm pretty sure these bugs have not been turned in yet. And I want to buy another display case. Then we'll see how much money we have left. If we have enough money left, then we'll talk to Fletch about upgrading our tent to the first house upgrade. And if we don't have enough money, then we'll make some, trap in some crocs today, and we'll have it tomorrow. So, if only it were that easy in real life. I used to play Star Wars Galaxies online back when it first came out. About 100. Let's see. My son was 29 and he's going to be 31. So yeah, it's been a minute. And you know, and that's not the only game that has this setup, but in that game you could go to a mission terminal, and take a mission and go complete that mission and you would make X amount of credits, you know. And I I think, man, if only life worked like that. If I could just go to work and work, a 12-hour day here, a 12-hour day there, 12-hour day here, and just get enough money to get me through the rest of the month and then not have to work for the rest of the month, you know? And then when money started getting low, go back to work, do this mission or this project or that project and pay off the bills, put money in the bank, and then, take 2 or 3 weeks off. I always thought that would be pretty cool. I still think that'd be pretty cool. And my sister basically does that. Uh, she is a driver. She's in Rhode Island, and uh, she does DoorDash, and she does shopping for like Walmart and stuff. And it's not just Walmart, but Walmart's a big one, and then DoorDash is a big one. But she has these apps on her phone, and she's signed up and gone through all the paperwork and stuff. And basically, she figures out how much money she needs, and she does that many jobs. And she feels like taking a day off, she takes a day off. If she feels like taking a week off and spending it with her family, that's what she does. If she needs extra money for this, that, and the other, then she works extra. She's her own boss, basically, and she does what she wants, when she wants, and how long she wants. And I think that's pretty awesome. So it's nice that our society has evolved to the point that it gives us that freedom of choice. Don't have to have a college education for that. All you got to be able to do is reliable transportation, reliable phone and internet service, and know how to shop and follow directions to a location. It's that simple. And so anybody can do it. Whether you have a PhD or whether you have a high school diploma, and maybe you don't even have a high school diploma, you can still do it. It's still there. It's still an option. And I always thought, well, my town's too small. There's no way there would be enough business in my town for that. But I order my groceries from Walmart. I can't be the only one. So, but she does. They do deliver, and her husband does it too. And it's not just Walmart or just fast food. It's people DoorDash all kinds of stuff. Uh, Food from all kinds of restaurants, or they'll have you go to Dollar General or whatever and pick up this, that, and the other. It's just, and you look at she gets to look at the orders that have come in, and she gets to pick and choose. She doesn't have to take, if there's one that has 3 cases of water and it's, on the second floor of an apartment complex, she's not taking it because she's not hauling all that up the stairs. She picks something else. So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of her. She does a good job. She's a hard worker and incredibly smart. She's worked in offices most of her life. Well, I don't know about a lot. She spent a lot of her time working in an office, and she always excelled. She always did very, very well. And but she's she has a lot more freedom now, and it's nice. I'm really, really happy for her. And she works hard, trust me. She works very hard. We don't have enough. Okay. Alright, let's go put this display case up. Okay, that one is stuff that gets composted. Let's see. Let's put, do we have crops? I don't know if we have any crops yet. Hmm. Doesn't look like it. Do we have stuff stored at the base tent? I know we put some stuff in the suitcases recently. No, we're good. We don't have any donations, right? No. Okay. And we don't have any permit points. Okay, let's just go ahead and talk, see if she has a job for us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are relatively easy to find. Alright, let's just chat. Oh, sorry, I didn't read it. I just kind of assumed it was going to be a repeat, and it wasn't. It'll come up again. I'll read it next time, hopefully. Yes, that'll be easy peasy. I hope the game sounds are not drowning out my voice again. Um, Good Lord, I just clicked right through all of his too. Well, um, I had turned those down because my sister had said that, um, yeah, I'll take it. Bought some onions, that's fine. That's an easy job, that's done. Okay, let's see if he says anything different. It's become very obvious that you're my favorite customer, Labella. I would offer you a discount, but my brother is actually in a bit of debt at the moment. He really needs the dinks. But just remember that I was thinking of it, okay? Alright, do we need any tools? It's Friday. He'll be open tomorrow. I think we're okay. Alright, so those are both flies, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we need to find one bug, and that's not going to be easy with it raining. But that's, oh, the sand dollars. Let's go find sand dollars. He said 6, I think. Wasn't it 6? Yeah, pretty sure we have plenty of those. Yeah, and that was Theodore? Yes, okay. We'll have that finished at least. Okay, Theodore. Theodore, my favorite little man. He's so cute. I would shake your hand, but that might be inappropriate. Oh, we have enough money, but she's closed. Oh, I should have done that sooner. Gimme. That's all right. We'll have it for tomorrow. Okay, she needs a bug. I wouldn't mind trapping some crocos. Get some money. Some money, honey. Okay, I'm not gonna pass that up. And don't forget, the 18th is his birthday. Theodore's birthday. We We want to take him a cooked cactus fig. Okay. Let's go bug hunting. And if you're not familiar, the Lajarde, I'm not sure I'm saying that right. I'm probably not saying it the right way, actually. They usually are in these kind of areas, and they're orange and black beetles. I'll get you just 'cause those dogs or diggos, whatever, they look like they're having a conversation or rubbing noses or something. That's cute. Here, bug, 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 bug. I'll be glad when Theodore starts selling those books. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, let's get that. You know, some days we see a whole mess of crocos all in one spot. I should have used my spear for that. And today I'm not seeing any. I mean, we have enough money to upgrade the house, but we need to have it coming in, not just going out. He got a frog or a toad. I guess they're not the same thing. We'll take the skin. Thank you very much. Hmm. I'm not seeing any bugs that I want. Oh, he got him another one. Okay. We'll take that too. Thank you much. And I know she said the pine forest, but they're pretty much everywhere. Kind of like a fly. They may not be everywhere, but they're pretty easy to find. It's not just the pine forest. Let's get rid of that. I wonder when they're going to have a use for those. And of course they may, and I just may not be aware of it. But those termite nests have been in the game since forever and ever, and I have yet to see a recipe for them to be utilized. Okay, yeah, I thought there were some blobs over here. Thought there were some blobs over here. But anyway, when my sister first checked out my first video, she said, it's hard to hear you. Game sounds seem to be drowning you out. So I turned it way down, and then it felt like I did it too much, and I kind of bumped it back up like one notch, one notch, one notch, and so I bumped it up again. I'll see how it sounds when I play it back. Hopefully I didn't overcompensate. You know, usually those bugs are just everywhere. Of course, I'm not going to see one now that I need it. And this is why you build up a stash and you don't sell them. But after a while, you get so many. Now, my sister, when she and I played, she loved catching the bugs. That was her favorite part of this game. Mine's the fishing. Hers is the bug catching. And she had a whole system. She had them all organized. All her bugs were organized. She knew exactly what was where. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I could say, hey, do you have a blah blah? She's like, yep, it's right here. Kind of hoping we'd see one of those bugs while we're out here mining, because this is a pretty good area for them. I am so ready for our orchard to grow so we can start making fruit salads. They're so good. I love them in real life too, but they're really good for game. I am not seeing any. I don't know if you can hear Max. He's the husky. He is sitting in front of his dad's door just whining because he can't get in there and the door's locked. I can't let him in. He's not a happy boy. He's been trying to get in there for a couple hours. I'm pretty sure he's asleep. Otherwise, he'd already be in there. We're going to break this pick. Well, I'm not sure if they're going to come out late. Oh, there's Croco. He's chasing the puppy. Don't chase the puppy. Well, at least we'll get a little bit of money for tomorrow. Alright, let's take him home. Drop him off. Still trying to keep an eye out for those bugs, but I don't know if they come out at night. It may be a lost cause at this point. Maybe a lost. That's a roach. Pretty sure. Oh, good lord. Get the bug. Yeah, that's cockroach. Yeah, I think it's too late. I consistently have more trouble trying to do tasks for Fletch than I do anybody else. Sometimes it's because she asks for what feels like just crazy stuff, but the bugs she asked for really shouldn't have been that hard. If I had done less jibber jabber and more focus on getting stuff accomplished, like talking to them and getting the jobs first, we might have been able to find it. A whale, a whale, a whale. That's just the way it goes sometimes. The way it goes. Okay, let's go this way. I didn't even check the water before I jumped in. I'm glad there wasn't a croc or something in the water waiting to bite my toesies. Oh, look at all these wolf dens. Okay. Yeah. Once we break this pick, we'll head back and we'll start smelting stuff. Let me get that real quick. And there it goes. Okay. We all good. We can make another one, but we're not going to do that tonight. Well, we might. I don't know. Depends on how many copper ingots we have already smelted. Oh, there's a croco. There's a croco. There's a croco. Hey, you buddy, buddy, buddy. Hello. All right. Well, there's two at least. Better than a poke in the eye, huh? Huh, huh. I would have liked to have used all the traps, but that's okay. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, let's start smelting. We never have bought a regular smelter, have we? Alright, let's go put some bugs down. Do are any of these new for the museum? No. Every bug we have caught has an icon. Okay. So they will just be here for requests. Look at Theodore with his fishing pole. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. I just love Theodore. I love nerds. Always have. Even before they were popular. Nice to see you too, Theodore. Coming at me with an axe in your hand. Okay, do we have any bars already made? We do. Okay, let's go ahead and do our pick. That way it'll be ready for tomorrow. And we have more meat to cook. That's all the shiny rocks. I guess we could grind some regular while we're doing all this other. And we're not going to smelt all this ore tonight. That's too much. Too much, too much. We'd be here all night. Okay, let's see what we have here. And here. And here. I really don't like having that many empty traps left over at the end of the day. Okay, well, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Okay. Alright. Well, that wasn't a very exciting day, I don't think, but we got a little bit done, a little bit accomplished. And tomorrow we can upgrade our tent to a house. Alright, mining. Ooh, we got 14 iron. That's not bad. Got some copper, got some tin, caught a few bugs, did a little hunting. Oh, there we go. Oh, Franklin. I love Franklin. He's so funny. Okay. Thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your day and sharing it with me by watching this video. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you again, and we will see you later.